Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jamin Goecker. I'm a local realtor in South Central Alaska, and today I'm going to be talking about the real estate market in Eagle River, Alaska, where I do quite a bit of business. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking at a number of factors that kind of indicate how the market is doing, and then at the end, I'll go ahead and interpret it a little bit just to kind of give you a big summary. So, before we get started though, make sure that you do give this video a like. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can receive more updates like this that are going to be timely and informative so you can make good decisions going into the future. Now, without further ado, let's go and jump into it. The first thing that we're going to look at is the number of active listings on the market. We are down 20% during the time period of about mid-July up to August 22nd compared to the two time periods last year. This time last year, we had 244 homes that were on the market. Now, we have 190. So you see a 20% drop in the amount of inventory that we have. Looking at the number of new listings we have on the market, I might have predicted that we were going to see a big increase in the number of new listings just because we had a number of months where everyone was pretty hunkered down, not a lot was going on. Maybe some people were waiting to see what was going to happen. I would have expected to see kind of a big uptick in the number of new listings coming onto the market compared to the previous year. Actually, it stayed exactly the same during this time period. We had 74 homes that came on the market during that time period last year and 74 homes that came on the market same time period this year. So, not seeing a huge uptick, it's just staying pretty steady compared to the previous year. Now let's look at the number of properties that went under contract during this time period last year. Last year, we had 63 homes went under contract. This year, we had 73 homes that went under contract just in Eagle River during this time frame. So that's 15% increase. So what that does tell us is even though the inventory is low, we still are seeing a high demand from buyers for homes in this area. Now, another big indicator I want to look at is the number of properties that have actually sold, like, recorded in somebody else's name, sold during this time period. It actually went from about 52 to 64 during the same time period, about mid-July up to August 22nd. That's about a 23% increase. So we definitely are seeing a lot of movement there as well. So it's not just, it's definitely down into the bones of the actual market itself at this point, that there's going to be high demand and we're going to see more closings even though the inventory is lower. Now, the metric that I know a lot of people are going to be interested in is what's going on with the average sales price in this market during this time period. I'm always kind of hesitant to use this as a big metric to show what's going on in the market and kind of gauge the health of the market, but it's a metric and I know people are going to be interested in it, so here you go. The average sales price last year was $368,000 approximately. The average sales price this year, same time period, is $434,000. So that's a 17% increase over the time period we're talking about, mid-July up to August 22nd in Eagle River. So that's, again, a pretty favorable indicator. Has this been useful for you so far? If it has, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video. And if you have any specific areas in Eagle River you want more information on, by all means, post those in the comments section down below and I'd be happy to give you some insights on your specific area. Now, let's go and jump back into the rest of the video. Now, what I want to do is just give us some additional overall information that's going to help us kind of put all this information into context. This time last year, we actually saw we had about 2.8 months worth of inventory overall in Eagle River. Same time this year, we have got 2 months worth of inventory. So it just kind of reconfirms what we were saying before, that inventory is going to be low compared to the previous year. Now, demand on inventory and the months of inventory, it's not necessarily tied just to the number of available properties. That definitely plays a big part of it. But also what's really important is looking at the number of buyers who are wanting to buy. And what we're seeing with that number is there are a lot of buyers who want to get a house at this point. So that's an indicator of a pretty healthy market. To me, one of the biggest indicators about the health of the Eagle River real estate market is the fact that this time last year, we had 35.5% of the properties that were on the market were actually under contract, were pending. This time, we've got just over 50% of the available homes that are on the market are pending. So that means that actually what we were talking about with the number of available listings, it's actually about half of that is actually what's available. So pretty good movement right at the moment. The last indicator I use to kind of gauge how the market's doing is going to be the list to sales ratio. In Eagle River, this historically stays pretty high. In other words, typically you're not going to have some crazy lowball offer on homes in this area and expect a good result. You're going to expect to essentially pay the market value for the property. What we're seeing is that last year about this time, the average list to sales ratio, in other words, you asked for $100,000, how much of that did you actually get, is 99.2. That was last year. This year, you're getting just a little bit more. It's actually up to 99.4. So again, pretty good indicator, especially if you're a seller. So putting this all together, what does it mean for people that are looking to buy or sell here in this area? Well, first off, it means that demand is going to be high for homes in Eagle River. So if you're a seller, that's great. It means that there's going to be a lot of demand for your home if you make sure that you market it and it is priced correctly. Okay, so that's good. It also means that buyers are highly motivated and they're taking advantage of the low interest rates, which is also good. And third, what it means is that we're not really seeing this changing anytime soon, because I'm not seeing the number of new listings come onto the market. I've seen a significant spike. So for the foreseeable future, this is just what we have. Obviously, nobody knows what the future holds at this point. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens as we start going into the election cycle with the presidential elections coming up here, and we're gonna have to just wait and see seasonally how the market adjusts as we move forward. But for the moment, things look pretty favorable. If you are looking to get your home on the market, this is the time to do it. If you're looking to buy and take advantage of the low interest rates, you're going to be able to afford a lot more now with the low interest rates than you're going to be able to afford later if the interest rates go back up. So it's a win-win for everybody. So if this has been useful, you know what to do. Give this video a like, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to get in contact with me directly and see how I might be able to help you achieve what it is that you're wanting to do, whether that's to buy or to sell, make sure that you reach out to me directly through a link to my Facebook page, which is going to be down in the description. And I look forward to talking to you and seeing how I can help you achieve what it is that you're trying